EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. To throw right away is Shuck. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You look at this Carolina defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now Shuck. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Play fake. Shuck. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. 33, yellow, black ultra. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Down to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Shuck. Alano over the middle. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
When you look at this defense, they've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Again, it's Shuck. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Velus Jones, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. A point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Down. Black shot. 45. Ready?
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Project This ain't what you want.
On the
3rd and 8.
6. Mega. Trouble 38.
Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Room 32. Ready?
A good throw by Young, caught out wide. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Saints 49-yard line.
Now Young. pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw again. Young. Oh, he put on the cart with a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Panthers at 1-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2 yards to go, second down.
Here is Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Smash, red, black, ultra. Hut.
Throwing, Young.
Got a man, that's Leggett.
And able to get this down inside the 15, even the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ultra. Ready.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Saints 7.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Ready. Set.
To throw, Young. Throws right side, and that's complete. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Let's go. Ready.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Red 30, green jack. Hut.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Strike. Ready.
Now Young. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw now, Shuck. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech will remember his rookie year and how things began.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Let's set.
Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Young off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed on to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Toss left side for ETN.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Third down, Young from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the gun, Chuck. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go now. 10 black. Hut.
A give running right, ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for Panthers. First down. first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake, Young. Rolling to his right. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Go left. Go right. 45. Wide. Blaster. 6.
Young will set to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he rifles one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
Now he's loose down the middle of the field. How about this? And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Fight. 97. Down. Yellow. 22. Hut, hut.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Well, it'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Let's go now.
On play action, Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
They go play action here with Shaw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line of the red zone.
Ready.
Young now after the fumble recovery. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now here's Young.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The throw, here's Shuck. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guys throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Young now. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Black ultra.
Here's Rattler.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll leave him with a third and just a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Ready. Cut.
To the air is Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line.
On the double.
27 on the play. And the Saints first down.
Come on, set, striker. Ready.
Rattler wants to throw it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Tershawn Wharton
Forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Velus Jones.
His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready.
Young.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And a pretty good burst there as he goes across midfield and down to the 46.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To the left side, he's got McMillan.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Slide. Let's go. Blue, 32. Set,
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Black ultra. Set. Go. Set.
Throwing. Young. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Young. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Ready, set.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Here. Hey, go for your strike. 50, green. Ready?
They go play action. Young. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Panthers might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The Young's going to throw for this. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's a Olave bringing in another one. And he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Throwing is Rattler. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now Rattler. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
1st down, Saints.
Ready.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Maybe just
a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. ETN. Oh, and now some space to operate.
Off to the races. Moving inside the 20.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 85 yards.
And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
Shows his strength at the 50.
Still going. Alvin Kamara.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
60 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard.
But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off the ball game. And you're right, not critical.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
38.
First down, New Orleans.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 50.
Now back to throw.
50.
2 and 1. 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 2 check down. He finds Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
First and goal, New Orleans.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Second down, goal to go.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Rattler working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Last 40. Cut.
They'll look to throw forward with Rattler. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Here we go.
You got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2.
On the double.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Down.
44-yard line.
50. Green. Set.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Down to a knee goes Young, and that should be the final act in this one. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, it's a 2nd win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, add 1 more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll get a late bye next week, which might be coming at the right time. And they'll be back in action in Week 12.